mercy, like a lot. As a mom, I've learned mercy because your child, your toddler is gonna test you. Just coming back. Yeah. Don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Don't do. But you see, that one that they say don't do, that's the one that they are actually going to do. When you got married, the way it is, the way you be feeling, oh, you think that everything will be all, mushy mushy and all. And maybe you now see another couple, maybe people went to church, you saw another couple maybe beside you, and they are all like, oh, to each other's ear, holding hands and stuff. And you're looking at yourself and your husband like, I'm not even holding hands. And motherhood has really taught me a lot about selflessness and sacrifice. Letting things that I want to do for myself sometimes go, and it's okay. Doesn't really mean that I do not love myself.
Every content that's going to be shared on this channel, they are things you can relate to. Not theory, but practical. Not abstract, but something you and I can tangibly work with in our everyday life. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your time and your presence here, really. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So can you give us a bit of an introduction about yourself, any fun facts, how many children you have, and anything?
Okay. I'd like to start by saying thank you for having me as well. I think this is a very great privilege for me. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the beautiful work that you do via your channel and many other means. Right, my name is Pedetin. Yes, Pedetin Avoseh-Akoteyon is my name. I'm married with 2 kids. I'm a governance, risk, and compliance auditor. That's cybersecurity. And I also have like side business that I do for jewelries and accessories. I also love to organize, work with people to build their visions and their own ideas and their assignment. That's like one of the things I really love to do. And I have a lot of, some of those things on my hands there, right? That keeps me busy aside from my 9 to 5 job and my business. Yeah. So I love sharing my ideas, and I love keeping relationships. I think I actually really love doing that. Yeah. So basically, that's it. Anything I didn't mention.
I think you covered it actually. Is there any fun fact about you?
Fun fact. Okay, thinking about it now, I think I just like being in a place where I know I'm doing great, like holistically. So usually when I'm in that state, I'm always in my best self, joyous. So anything can bring fun to me as long as I know I'm like in that state where I'm doing great. Yeah.
Cool. So what do you do for fun?
What I do for fun? Well, I don't know what to say. It's been a strain recently, but I think basically maybe scrolling my phone, right?
Okay. Yes, Gen Z people.
Basically, maybe because like planning outings, all those things take much more effort these days, and just the easy to do thing right away is just scrolling my phone. So I'll stay scrolling my phone. Yeah.
I want to yap you a little bit. What makes it what makes that fun for you different from what your toddler is doing?
Yeah. In my defense, scrolling my phone doesn't really mean like just scrolling aimlessly, right? So maybe let me put it together, right? So I like to watch lifestyle YouTube videos. I really enjoy lifestyle, just watching people share how they do things in their daily life, saying that actual people who you think are up there also have challenges and how they navigate it, right? I really
Yeah.
love doing that. And also it just gives me a picture to keep open that whatever I think that I want to achieve in many years to come can actually come to be. So I like watching, yes, and some podcasts, because there's a whole lot of podcasts these days, right? So some
Big sea
podcasts,
or
yeah.
ocean.
Yeah, that's it. I'm telling there's an ocean. Everybody just like, oh, I have something to say, right? Yeah,
Welcome to the new age.
exactly. Yeah, and I think I also love watching food content videos as well. Yeah, yeah,
All right, so just a bit of an intro for me as well. It's your
yeah.
first time, Mercy, the behind of the face of Faith and Motherhood
Whoop,
podcast.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
And yeah, obviously the Holy Spirit. I like to always put that there because
Yeah,
yeah, he's the driver. I'm a mom of one at the moment. Not like I'm stopping there.
moment. Emphasis on the moment.
At the moment, yeah. What else? I am a UX designer and researcher. I in my free time I like to watch movie. I listen to music a whole lot. Also, a fun fact about me, I want to change this time around because the first video I said I like organ, which is true. My son also likes organ a whole lot. And
Okay.
Obi too. We are all family of organs.
Oh, so that's okay. Fun fact about you. Okay, not like something you like to do for fun. So I wanted to. I was
Yeah, it's fun fact. Like just something that is
okay.
unexpected or maybe just yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
I think I like to
We're
hug as
family
well.
of organs. Yeah, sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yes, I think I also like to hug as well. Yeah,
Cool.
but then a lot of people don't like hugs.
Yeah. It feels like Corona. Maybe it's Corona. I don't know. People sometimes I also get that vibe. Like I'm already doing like the person's like
I'm
give
always
me
very
this
quick to
okay. I'm
want
like
to give
okay.
a hug. I'm always very quick to want to give a hug, and the person is like, hey, yo, please.
Alright. Interesting people out there. Okay, so we have you mentioned some things. You have a business. Maybe you can just drop it. What's your business name in case anyone
Oh,
wants to
okay, thank you.
follow when you watch this?
Yeah, my page on Instagram is lightcity_accessories. Yes, you get lovely jewelries, neck pieces, ear pieces, statement pieces, just to make you look great and look radiant. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And light up.
Yeah, light up nation.
Light up people.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you.
so I have 10 questions for you.
Ooh.
This is the fun part for me, at least in this conversation.
Then you
where I
just
get
get to do examination.
just serve you some hot sauce. It's not hot.
Can I get
mind.
coffee, please?
Yeah, sure. So if you're watching, grab a cup of tea, coffee, juice, cold milk, all of the above. So, ooh.
Nervous.
You take a cold water. Alright. So we have 10 questions, so you get to pick at random. Preferably leave number 10 out because that's like at the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So between 1 and 9. Which number are you going for? Yeah.
Okay, let me go with 4.
Okay. Number 4. Drum rolls, people. Number 4. What is God teaching you as a wife in this season?
In this season?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I think one of the things that God is teaching me as a wife this season is that there's a lot of things that falls on the wife to do as regards marriage. I understand that we say that it's not just the wife who has responsibility to keep the marriage going, right? That both the wife and the man, which is very, very, very correct, right?
Yeah.
But then I think that there is such another kind of assignment given to the wife to make sure that the home is built. And it's such a hard thing to take in, because in the world today we want to find some form of balance, like who is bringing, everybody bring 50-50, like they usually say. No. And the verse that hit me was, a wise woman will build her house. That was the verse. So I kept thinking about it. Like, I didn't find any place where the Bible say anything about like the man building the house in quotes. Of course, there's many other scriptures about men, right? But it showed that apparently there are so many things that God has put in a woman. And that verse is not like God dumping a responsibility on us. It's much more like God giving us an assignment. And we know that when God commissions for a certain assignment, God puts everything that you need for that assignment. So there are so many things that come to us as women easily, like the patience that we have, the understanding that we have, the forbearance that we have, the ability to do a lot of things and still be on point in that sense. So even though we really want, even though I am talking about what I've been learning this season, I want my husband to do this and do that, to be this, to be that. He will do right, and of course, he should get better as the time goes on. But I must also remember that being a wife is an assignment, because even that Bible verse that says that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. It shows that there's something about being a wife that God has commissioned us to do. And so don't look at it just as a responsibility. Oh, my husband is not doing that meeting, I'm not going to do it. Right? It's an assignment, and God has given us the gifts. God has given us the ability. We just have to accept that assignment and get to work and make sure that our home is built. So that's one of the things I've been learning. Yeah. Because sometimes discouragement can hit you from anywhere, like, God, what's all this? What's all this? Right? But it keeps me going. And God is always telling me, this is an assignment. I'm giving you everything that you need to do. Check within yourself. You have that patience, you have that wisdom, you have that long suffering, and you have to keep this going. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I'm learning as a wife in this season.
That's so apt. Thank you so much for sharing that, by the way, really. I think sometimes also, let's debunk one of the myths. It's not a 50-50 to the party here. It's a 100% plus 100%. It's a 100% plus 100%. And it's important that we know that sometimes, at least one of the key mantras that applies to all areas of my life, which I also relate to what you share, is there are times when you really don't feel like doing certain things.
Yeah.
Maybe your spouse angered you or did something that you don't like.
All the time.
For some reason, some people will say that, like, or I'm not the one that cooks actually, but there are like sometimes that there are still some things that I still get to do. And I will say, like, even though I'm in this case with this, I still need to do this. So it's important that we have that mindset that we have a key responsibility, just as you shared. And we have to do it regardless of whether it's the other party is doing exactly as he or she is meant to do or not. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, so which other question would you like to go for?
Okay, let's do number 7.
Okay, my number.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7. How has motherhood or being a mom changed you or shaped you into who you are right now?
Well,
it's a deep question.
It's a deep question. It's a lot. I think I think a few days ago I was standing in front of the mirror carrying my baby, the youngest one, and my daughter also came and stood beside me, and I was looking into the mirror. I'm wondering, like, is it me that owns this too? Am I the mom of these two children? Like, how did I even get to have two children? When? Like, how did this even happen? Right? So, motherhood has taught me a lot about sacrifice, yeah, selflessness, because prior to being a mom, you're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about yourself. Oh, I need to do that. I need to do this. I need to do that. And but now, whatever you're planning or thinking, you cannot just be planning based on yourself. You have to think about how the children and everything. And it so much reminds me of how God works, that even though we want God to do certain things in our lives, and maybe we want it a certain way, it plays in my head that God is working in millions of people, orchestrating lots of plans in a whole lot of people, and is tying a certain event in one person's life to another event in another person's life in a number of years, in another number of years, this person's child to be somewhere in another number of years. And the selflessness of how God is not just dealing with one person, it's not just showing his love on one person. The broadness of the selflessness of God and the sacrifice that God makes for all of us humans, those of us that are giving our lives to him, and those that are even not near anything of such. So motherhood has really taught me a lot about selflessness and sacrifice, letting things that I want to do for myself sometimes go. And it's okay. It doesn't really mean that I do not love myself. It's just, giving up a little to see my children thrive, right? Sometimes I want to have some form of peace, and I think about the child. I think this child also needs this friendly time with her mom. She just wants to be around mom. And so if I'm saying get out of my room every single time, and I'm not creating a time for her to also say, hey mom, I have something to say, even whatever she's saying doesn't really come together to make much sense, right? But she's got some stories to say. So the selflessness I've learned a lot in recent time. Yeah, a lot.
Thank you. So I have a follow-up question to that, but I want to spotlight something from what you shared before I ask
Yeah.
that question. So I like the part where you said that you creating time for your kids is not because you don't love yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but because you're investing in the future and nurturing of that child. And
Yeah.
that was really profound for me, because I also have moments where I'm thinking to myself, I really need to do A, B, and C. And these are
Mm-hmm.
also important. But then I ask myself that this is a future that I'm
Mm.
growing. And I like this verse so much in Isaiah 60, the last verse, that says that one of you will become a nation. So
Yeah.
every child in my care is a nation. So if I do not take my time to do what is needful to build this
Yeah.
nation, every other people that will come out of that nation, they will bear
Mm.
the brunt of it. And
Mm-hmm.
just seeing the holistic part of it, we see that, okay, this is not just me spending time wasting. Like sometimes you feel like I'm tired, or it feels like
Mm.
we can justify all the reasons. When you see the broader scope of things, you're able to
Mm-hmm.
invest the nurturing time into that life or lives that God has
Mm.
given unto you. So that was really
Yeah.
profound. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So the follow-up question
Yeah.
is, do you have like a vivid example, maybe something that we can also relate with, that this is like before you and after you, like this is what you before now, maybe an example of, okay, I could have chosen selfishness,
Mm-hmm.
but after you give birth and you have your children, that you had maybe like a similar experience and you realize that, okay, now this is no longer.
Okay. Yes. So basic stuff like even what you want to eat, right? I love my stuff like my cookies, my yogurt, right? I really love to have some of these sweet things, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm just like that, right? So you hardly can have anything except you're hiding it from them, right? Right? My daughter is always saying, "Mom, what's that? Is that mine? Is that yours?" And if I was asked, sometimes I have to say, "It's not for children; it's for adults." And she goes, "Oh, boy, you gave me yesterday." I'm like, okay, okay. So there's a part where we see our mom do these things, and I used to think then, is it like my mommy doesn't like this biscuit, or is it that she doesn't like this cake, or is it that she just doesn't enjoy it because she just gives it to you without even thinking? Because the way I would think, I don't want to give anybody my stuff, man. I want to eat it. Right? But then you see I see myself just go to the fridge, pick a cupcake, and hand it over, and I don't feel some type of way. Right before I feel some type of way. Oh, I feel you don't touch my stuff. That thing will be like maybe I'm exhausted. I want to just sleep, and maybe I just have a nudging to pray over them. I could just have my sleep if I'm thinking about myself in that sense. But if I'm thinking about, like, not just me and not just the moment, not just the temporary, right? I'll move on, push myself in that tiredness and commit some time just to pray over them. Yeah. Some example.
Thank you so much for sharing. I see
Yeah.
some similar traits in the first person as well.
Oh, really?
The food part is no longer yours.
Man,
My mom's.
you be watching. Are they coming? Are they coming? Woman, and
You take the bite before something.
they literally know you're chewing something. Like, she's watching my mouth and doing like something like that. I'm turning to the other side and she's turning around. Mom, what are you eating? What are you eating? I'm like, nothing. And she goes on me, are you lying? You say we shouldn't lie.
Investigators. Bless them.
Yeah, bless them. Yeah.
So, which other number would you like to go for? So
Okay, let's go with 2.
4, 7. Okay, 2.
2.
Okay. Share 2 key lessons you've learned, aside from what you've shared so far. Key lessons as
Yeah.
a mom and a spouse. So one as a mom and one as a spouse. 2 key lessons. Maybe something that is not just for this season, but as been recurrent.
Like, generally.
Yeah, that's been recurrent for you.
First is okay. Yeah. So the very first thing I would say is I wanted to say contentment, but I'm trying to find if there's any other way I can put it. Being happy with what you have and where you are. Being happy with your own marriage, with your own family, with your own children, with your own blessings. I mean, because a lot of people, you as an adult, you meet a lot of people, a lot of family, people who grew up with different privileges, and sometimes you are almost tempted to compare. Right? People whose marriage started, maybe, let's say for example, they met in London, right? You, for example, I didn't go to London, and I didn't meet my husband in London, right? You see people share their stories, which is very beautiful. Like I said, I love watching lifestyle videos on YouTube, right? You see people having beautiful lives and all of that, and sometimes you're tempted to start calculating how long it will take for your own family to maybe be able to achieve some of those big things in code, right? So I've learned being satisfied and happy for where I am and what I have. And in that state, I realized that there are a lot of people looking for what I have. A lot of people, right? So celebrate your own steps, celebrate what you have been able to achieve. For example, when you got married, the way it is, the way you be feeling, you think that everything will be all mushy and all. And maybe you now see another couple, maybe you went to church, you saw another couple maybe beside you, and they are all like, shoo to each other's ear, you holding hands and stuff. And you're looking at yourself and your husband like, we're not even holding hands, we're not even to each other. What's that? Oh, I wish, right? But you have to be grateful first of all that your spouse is even seated beside you in church. Some people don't even have anybody to follow them to. As a matter of fact, some people even tell their wives that they must not see you going to church. So and you can't even tell what's happening in their private, right? Because they are all you don't know whether they're even whispering arguments. You don't even know where they are whispering abuses and curses to themselves, but it all looks good. So I think I learned it, and it gave me so much peace. It gave me so much joy, and it made me now have like a number of people who actually, even if I don't think that my home is that, no, there's a lot of people who actually think that it is. They're like, oh, this. When people say stuff like that to me, like, oh, I like your marriage. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, and then of course my marriage is beautiful, right? But then I'm like, oh, maybe they would have even preferred those that have many bigger things, right? So it's life is in phases, and if you appreciate the little that you have, you'll be able to be healthy enough to achieve other things. So I've learned contentment a lot, peace of mind. I think that's one. Second is that I've learned to I don't want to say mind my business, but I think I've learned a little bit of constraint, because as a follow-up to some of the things I said, I've realized that a lot of people have ideologies, and they have what they painted in their mind to do. And because I personally love to share, like, I feel like if you've been through stuff, like, always like hand out some form of yeah. But I've seen a lot of times that you speak to people on certain things and they just go to the exact opposite that you say. I mean, the exact opposite.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah, and I think that's a little bit of a rubber for my husband or me, not to always just jump at people. If people really need to hear from you about something, they'll come. So I learned that I don't just assume that you need something to be said to you. And if you really do, I really try to search your motive. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Some of the people that look at our families, they're like, people are our friends. I don't know, because they have such high, let's say, high expectation. They come or sit around your family and think that you people are not up to their standards. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Say more like they're looking for a flaw, so
Yeah, just a
trying to
flaw, or they
feel
are,
better about themselves or something.
yeah, or some people say stuff like, me, if I marry me, I cannot be, let's say, I cannot be. I'm trying to find the things, like, I cannot be cooking. No, so it makes me feel like, yeah, I'm cooking now. Yeah, I'm really going through a lot, something like that, So I've learned like a lot of constraint, um, because sometimes you say to someone, maybe you're just sharing out of joy and pride of how God has helped you. I mean, I don't mean the arrogant pride now, just gratefulness and gratitude. And some people gonna say, no, me, I won't take that too. And sometimes some of those things that they say to you start to work in your heart. Like, you now start thinking about it, well, am I really? I'm going through a lot, so in this thing, then you start to build on what is not even existing, right? The devil starts to put in so many ideas, and before you know, as a woman, we now start troubling our husbands, telling them to do beyond what they can afford. So constraint in sharing, just sharing stuff to anybody that doesn't have like that mature level of wisdom to process anything that you share. So yes, so it's contentment and constraint.
That's really good. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I like the first point of the part where you said enjoying and appreciating the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about that recently with my husband, and so currently we don't have a car yet. I like to
Mm-hmm.
use yet.
Yeah.
But there are times that I'm like running to catch a bus,
Hmm.
and also most times for me, at least in this, like it has been happening for a long time. I've calculated I'm going to leave the house by so time, but something will shall
Hmm.
happen, and I will
Hmm.
not leave. So I'll end up running, and when
Hmm.
I'm trying to catch my breath running for the day. And over here, it's not like the way in Nigeria, like you can always get a bus as soon as you get to the road. This one is scheduled. So if you
Hmm.
miss it, you have to wait, and that will
The
affect the
next one.
entire journey. So if you want to meet, if
It's not the
you
one we
don't leave
just come
your
out
house
of our
ahead,
house and
you
see.
want to, yeah, sorry.
I say it's not the one we just come out of our house and see the buses waiting for us,
No.
and
This one is
even
not waiting for you.
literally dragging us to enter.
So this one they will still see as they are running. If it's already on time, they will still drive
That's
up.
gone. Wow. Bye.
And the bus is empty because they are
Hmm.
very time conscious here. So I'm like, in those moments, I'm like, oh my God, I need a car, I need a car. But I
Hmm.
think I was telling him that even in those moments, I try to look back at it and just say that, see, I'm thankful that I'm able to run, maybe with the stroller, I'm running,
Hmm.
and that when the
Hmm.
time comes and I have a car, I'm not going to be missing it. That I did not joyfully go through this season.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it's a beauty. It's a beautiful thing because you are the one who is not able to trace the success so far. And like I was
Mm,
speaking to someone that the success that we think is success is not just a general thing. Success is more
mm,
like a personal thing where you were, where you're
yeah.
at. And I don't know, I think people that are not even in Nigeria have it easy if you don't have like a car. Like the pressure is not even much because my husband says stuff like and people who like in America, UK, London, they trek a lot. Like
Yeah.
it's a usual thing. You know, in Nigeria, we, any bus stop they drop you, just take Okada. Everything will get you to where you are going in that sense. So if you
Yeah.
are trekking, people believe that you are suffering, oh, suffer head in that sense, right? So I think Americans, even like maybe there's a place they park the cars that everywhere, you cannot just park anywhere. So
Yeah.
even if you have a car, you will still trek some distance, like it's a usual thing, right? So that's because when we get married, like you said, having a car, some people they believe that once you don't have a car, no, or where you even live, the apartments, like it's a whole lot of things. And honestly, I able to see where we've moved from to
Mhm.
where we are. Even so, and that's it, because the pressure is always there. Even when you just maybe get a car, you now start thinking that this car is what? How many years ago was this car manufactured? We need another one. My husband will be like, you better calm down. As long as this car can move us. Like, an example was when I was pregnant, my first pregnancy.
Yeah.
I, we had a car, but then I couldn't drive. So there's nothing that could happen. I had to just always take the public transport. I know in Nigeria the public transport is actually very, very public. It's not sewage public transport system.
Bro.
Yeah,
Actually, Lagos.
lot. It was a lot. I mean, it was a whole lot. Till today, I don't like going through that route
Mhm.
because it just gives me this memory of like, man, it was a lot. And the bomb.
Well
Move
done.
fast forward to when I had my second baby, I could drive. Yeah, because I was like, that suffer that I suffer, I must not suffer again. So I could drive. So the idea when people now see you, they don't look at you like this person is rich madam. Like you don't want to know. I
So
have
what you
I have checked and I still check. So right, and that's just it. So and I think that's one of the things that we have, and that's why I love maybe where we are, because I'm speaking for myself. It helps me to be able to speak to other people that don't have a um grade. That, come on, that's not it. Like it doesn't mean that you are less of yourself, and it's just a phase, and you get there gradually. Gradually, first things
Yeah.
first. Your joy and your happiness. Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah,
that way also you just referring back to the first point you talked about building,
yeah,
because if you can't build anything when you're all sorrowful, sad, cranky,
yeah,
or
yeah.
you end up just like a bricklayer, just be putting blocks here and
Yeah.
there, and then it looks like you're still building. But if something comes to test that house that looks built,
To
it will just
follow.
crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. True.
So how about for motherhood? I think you shared about marriage.
Oh, okay. So that one
Yeah,
was
one
just
more for.
for motherhood. Okay, motherhood. I think um eh, well, what would I say? Would I say mercy? Sorry, it's your name.
Talking about
Mercy.
love.
Yeah, mercy. Like a lot. As a mom, I've learned mercy because your child, your toddler is gonna test you. Just coming back. Yeah. Don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Don't do. But you see, that one that they say don't do, that's the one that they are actually going to do. Right? So, mercy, I've learned it because you cannot just be angry at everything. And one of the things I know I've learned that mercy comes with understanding, and it just teaches us of our relationship with God because the way God looks at us. Because when God is being merciful to us, God is being merciful to us because He is understanding that these people. I know their weakness, just like the Bible says that we do not have a high priest that cannot, relate to our infirmities, our weaknesses, our inabilities. So you're not just going to be looking at the child as this child is disobedient, this child doesn't want to do this child is intentionally trying. You see that a lot of times it's just in that little miss of just being, let's say carefree, and those things
Yeah,
happen. And you realize that you can break something as an adult.
true.
Nobody gets to beat you. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a mistake and it goes on. Oh, congratulations. But once a child breaks stuff, we position ourselves like, why did you do that? Why did you
you
do
know
that?
better.
If you were not careful, you were not I was it like some weeks back, I fell in the bathroom, right? And when I fell, if a child falls, somebody will be there, say, hey, sorry, how come now? What did you do? Why were you not looking? Were you not watching this? And I was the only one. I fell, and I there was nobody to say sorry. I'm like, this adult life. I got up in pain and I sat down and I started thinking about my life, right? Like, like, man, this is not for the
My
weak.
mom.
Exactly, like, where's my mommy? So, and I could never ask myself, why were you not being careful? Why you don't you know that this place is slippery? All the things that you'd have said to a child. So I've learned mercy as a mom. A lot of time I'm looking at my daughter, I'm like, why I'm patient, just want to hear her say aside of why she did what. And sometimes she has something to say. She has something to say for the part. So it's not every time. I'm not dispensing punishments every single time. Sometimes I'm considerate of the fact that, oh, it could be a mistake. She's just a child. She's still learning, and also mercy. I've learned that as a mom.
Thank you for sharing that. So valid.
Yeah,
And I also like the part where you related it to God. I think I
yeah,
also shared a bit about that in the first one that is coming out as well.
yeah.
That if we think about the way God relates with us, He doesn't flog us at every point. He doesn't. He doesn't even flog us. Like He doesn't say, "Oh yeah, oh this person has sinned, or rain thunder on the
Mhm.
person." He has all the power and majesty to do it. I think something happened this past week as well, and Obi was like, "See, God is really merciful because
Hmm.
it's if we are humans and that happened, we could have given the person, served the person hot.
Mhm.
But He doesn't do that with us, right? So
Hmm.
it's. I know that the Lord gave us children for a reason to mold us and shape us.
Yeah,
And yeah, may that
and
work be
such a
accomplished.
beautiful illustration of God and us. Like, it's such a beautiful illustration because you see it so clearly, so
Mhm.
clearly.
Yeah.
And the part, like, running around, calling your child, maybe just come and take their bath, and they're running. I don't know if you have that happen to you.
I
They won't be
have that.
running, until that time when you say, come and have your bath. And so it shows, like, for us, sometimes as adults, God is calling us to do something, and we're just running around, just looking for other things that is catching our fancy, right? We're just all over the place. And
Yeah.
it takes God's mercy to drag us, like, I say, come here.
No.
Yes, yeah, it has led to as the baby, like when you're trying to put on their diaper, the struggle, tumbling on the other side, moving like he has something he wants to go ahead to do, right? And you just have to hold them still. So
Yeah.
it's a whole lot of how God loves us. Yeah, so beautiful.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is. It's also a privilege that we get to go through that. It's a
yeah.
stretching. I don't like to use the word
It's
stressing. Stretching experience being a mom.
stretch.
To stretch every iota of you. Yeah, to stretch you. But it's also a learning field for
Yeah,
us.
then
So,
curve.
yeah.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so we have one more question because of the time, so I don't hold you
Okay.
for too long. So which other number would you like to go for?
Let's do one. Number one.
Interesting. One came to mind. Okay. How has motherhood been like for you as a person? How has it been like for you?
Well, I think first is careful of what I take in.
Okay.
So right from, taking as far my ear gets, my eyes get, and even my mind. So right from when I got pregnant, even the very first pregnancy,
Yeah.
I I put my mind in a very good place. So for example, I tell myself, God created a woman to carry a baby, and He has created everything and designed everything to
Yeah.
go smoothly, right? And if God designed that the vagina would be where the baby come from, I don't have to worry whether it's large enough or big enough or whatever. Because if I'm trying to think about it, I may just lose it and just get scared. So
Yeah.
that helped me a lot. Just I wasn't thinking or wondering or overthinking in that sense. And so it also helped me, like, as a mom, after the baby had come, right? Um if you've been learning, preparing, right,
Yeah.
even what you listen to, having a vision in mind of what you want the children to be in line with God's idea, right? God will give you everything that is needed. So it has helped me a lot because there's so many ideas all over the world.
Yeah.
A whole lot of a lot of ideas, right? From what to teach a child, what not to teach a child, how to raise your child, how not to raise your child. So many, so many, so many, so many. So, but following God's idea for children and for parenting has also um, been helpful. So my experiences have been, let's say, bold, um, some form of fearless. Of course, sometimes you be feel with, oh, am I sure I'm capable to even raise myself? Talk more of raising
Two people.
two others, right? Yeah,
Maybe three.
exactly, with their dad, right? So yeah, and then the beauty of having a supportive partner cannot be overemphasized. Or
Mm.
yeah, it takes away the strain. It takes away the strain. When I was pregnant, I used to wonder how people who got pregnant, maybe without the support of someone, I mean, maybe they were not even married, maybe just people who just had a situation and got pregnant. I'm like, how were they able to do this alone? Because it's a whole lot
Yeah.
emotionally to do. So my husband has been such a great support. It's very beautiful to see, like, people who believe that they have a part to do in handling children. So what we used to see when we were growing up, where mothers had to take the children everywhere.
Yeah.
They were like their souvenirs. I don't think I've ever seen my mom like going anywhere. Like my dad went everywhere at his will, at his in his he didn't have any iota of idea that there was something else. You know, he would just carry his bag and leave. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like if when we're going to church in the morning, Sunday morning, you wake up very early as a family. Your mom is trying to cook. She's trying to get you dressed. She's trying to pack your clothes. She's trying to pack your bag. And then we get the dad is just outside shouting, "I will leave all of you. I will leave all of you. I don't want to be late. I don't want the pastor to be saying that I'm an unserious father." And let me burst your bubble. Then you get to church and the dad is asking the mommy, "Where's my Bible?" Like, where's your Bible? Like, how?
What else were you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. What were you doing? You just got up, got dressed, and headed into the car. So the mothers were responsible for every single thing. And once you get to the church, the daddy just parks the car. If you have a car, by the way, carries his own bag and is walking in front as if he has no association with the woman and the children. But it's been such a beautiful.
One dragging A, B, and C, and D.
Yes, the mom is carrying the bag, carrying the basket of
E,
food,
F.
holding one child is holding a wrapper, and everybody's just.
Backing one.
I'm telling you, and most of the time you see. Apologies to my mom, but she used to doze a lot during service because she was obviously drained. Right? But you see, it's not like that. Go to church together with my husband. There's a place for nursing mothers. I can't imagine my dad is sitting in the place for nursing mother. He would not. It's below his standard. It's not it's too low. But my husband will sit with me, help if the children want to be, those helps, cook in the house, help take them to school. And some of these things are really taking off a lot of stress. So I think altogether that put my experience to an enjoyable one, right? An enjoyable one, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Yeah.
So we're going to take a minute to just celebrate the hobby of
Emmanuel.
parenting, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well done for all you do. We appreciate that.
More work to come.
Yeah. Really, I can't overemphasize it. Sometimes I also think of this thing, even for single moms, and that's why going through it has made me be understanding. Sometimes where maybe people that are close to me that I know that are single moms, maybe they are stressed out, or I hear something, I just say, okay, this person is definitely stressed. I see people in place of stress because it's a whole lot to them. So for everyone, if they are planning on getting married, get it right. So that's
right.
From us, there's nothing that beats it than having a supportive partner. Really, nothing. Even with times when you need some time, because I'm an advocate for that. For moms, you need some time to yourself to just go out, and the husband is ready to take on the child,
the children
with them, maybe. So to every supportive partner,
yes, celebrate you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
really. It's such a blessing to be able to have that support system, really.
Yeah, it is like so much.
Yeah.
So much.
And like, if you're planning on traveling out of the country and you don't have a partner that is signed up like a single mom, because outside this country is mostly mind your business.
It's not like it takes a village to raise a
child. Like the way you can drop it with grandma or auntie or uncle.
They're on your own.
Lessons. You have to pay for nanny if you want someone to stay with your child, and trust me, it's money.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah.
So the last question as we wrap up is to advise the women listening and watching, one on marriage and one on motherhood.
Okay, so for marriage, do you want to say for those are married or those are not married?
Yeah, one on married, anyone. You can choose for maybe those that are about to get married or anything, but a lesson that you like to pass on to those married, about to get married, which you still apply to them anyway?
Okay, so I think one of the first things, I think I mentioned that when we started, when you were asking about some of the things I love to do.
Yeah.
Whether you're married or you're not married, finding purpose is very important, and it's like the engine oil to every other thing that you'll be able to carry out. In marriage is beautiful, but there are times where you may not really be, exactly in a space of like everything is going smooth, right? It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your own, but if you have nothing of yourself, as regards what God is asking you to do as a person, your own joy thing, it's very easy to lose yourself. Very, very easy to lose yourself. At the same time, if you're a mom as well, because the bulk of the activities, sometimes when I get myself ready and my kids ready for school and I have to send them off with their dad, and I'm racing to meet up with my colleague that picks me. Once I get to the bus stop, I'm panting. I'm like, God, this is a lot. This is a lot, right? Imagine I'm doing that back to back to back every day, and I don't have anything that I think that I do that gives me joy aside just doing that. You just basically feel used. You just basically feel used. So whether you're married or you're not married, finding what God designed for you to be, especially when it comes to giving out stuff of value that blesses others. You're a blessing to your husband, you're a blessing to your children, that one it's normal, but things of value that blesses all that, because those things in turn give you some form of joy, and which we stated at first, that joy propels you. That joy you get, for example, one of the things is spending time with God. You're able to spend time with God and His Word, and when you do that, you get instructions for different phases of your life. So even if you are doing certain things, you know that, in this phase God needs me to do that, and you see that you are putting instruction to practice, it gives you some form of joy. It gives you some form of joy. It gives you some form of joy, and that joy wakes you up stronger to do your duty as a wife and to do your duty as a mom. So finding purpose is very important. Like I said, once I'm in a place I'm stuck, if I've not had enough time to pray, I've not had enough time to study the Word of God, or I've not received any instruction from God in a while, and it's just so dark, I'm easily like frustrated, easily just clouded. I don't want to do anything. I'm just almost aimless and just doing normal basic stuff. So that is very, very important. And even though when things don't go as you plan, in that sense, you can have some form of something to just fall back on, right? So that's what I would like to say. And to moms, I think I would like to just mention here, know your marriage power rating, because kids are plugged in some way to your marriage. So if some of us are just in a hurry to have like a lot of children, and I don't know where we're going to, right? Because our marriage cannot handle some of these things. You don't have enough love to share around in that sense. You've not built a lot of strength. So maybe sometimes, maybe you and your husband are still trying to achieve something as regards your marriage, maybe communication goals. You are still trying to achieve, let's even stop at communication goals. So then you have one child already. One child already can drain you of some time for communication between you and your spouse. So imagine you now have two, you have three. And that's why a lot of times after children have come in, many marriages just like pack up. And what the parents are doing is just busy taking care of the child. I want to say that I personally am an advocate for your marriage is different from your family.
Right.
I think, your marriage is different from family. So when I'm praying, for example, I pray for my marriage, I pray for my family, or let's say your home. I don't know how to explain, but I understand what you mean. I hope I understand.
The relationship with your spouse.
Yes, I'm a mighty sucker for a beautiful relationship between me and my husband. I'm so passionate about it. I want to make sure that we are good. I don't want it to just fall off. I don't want it to just be normal, right? I don't want it to be a time I can't hug my husband. I can't maybe sleep in his arms. Building that intentionality in your marriage, it helps
Yeah.
you to be able to pour love on your children, because your children will learn the love and all. So it's okay sometimes maybe to take a pause on childbearing. If I know a lot of people don't plan stuff, they just let
Yeah.
things go anyhow, and when you let things go anyhow, they end up anyhow. So
Anyhow.
for moms, don't lose yourself because you're trying to raise children. If you want to have children and you know that you and your husband are on the same page on all of that, why not? Perfect, right? But I do not like when I see women who are mom, they are not happy. The only thing that giving them joy is they'll say, I'm just because of my children, because of my children. Don't let your marriage fail because you have children. Yeah.
Thank you. That was really powerful. I think I've also listened to a couple of people as well, like older couples. Um, I think I also read a book at some point that was talking about the fact that you see a lot of people that after like the children have gone to their like, school, for example, then it feels like, okay, what am I doing? What else is happening here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it feels like everything like evolved around the child or the children in the first place, and now it's like
Yeah.
back to square one. Let's get it. So if you didn't have that, if you didn't develop that intimacy, friendship, and all of that in the first
Yeah.
place, it feels like okay, it's an empty shell. That's how you see some people say after years of marriage, they say okay, well, they're divorcing. Why?
Because there was nothing.
There
We
was
weren't building.
nothing. There was nothing
Yeah.
else holding them aside for the child or children in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really key. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
So
much.
yeah, we have come to the end. We just want to say thank you and we appreciate you for being here once again. Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
having me. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yes.
So, do you have an handle aside for your business that you want them to follow? I can look for a way to project when I'm editing.
Okay.
Um,
I really don't do so much on my personal Instagram page because I joined Instagram quite late, right? But then you can follow because I have some write up some articles. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but I also have this page for teens where I write
okay.
newsletters for teenagers, right? It's called Teens and Teens. Yeah.
Tint and tint.
Yes.
That's Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
too.
greetings to Obi and
Yeah, my greetings to your
the
husband.
people
Boy,
that are dragging your food with you.
telling you. I have to go and eat my cookie now before they're back from school. Thank
Right. Well
you
done.
so much
Don't let
for
them see
having
the
me.
wrap up the cookie because they'll come and ask you.
CIA. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.